Hello people, in this video let us learn the diameters of fetal skull. This is very important. Why? Because this fetal head has to come out of the maternal pelvis, right? So why is it important? You have understood, because it is important to understand how this baby's head comes out of the fetal maternal pelvis, okay? So now let's get started. Look at this, there are two in green, right? Learn those, okay? First, let's start here. Do you know what this is? This point here? This is bregma, okay? So from bregma, two green things are going. Suboccipitobregmatic and submentobregmatic, okay? So this is suboccipitobregmatic and suboccipitobregmatic, submentobregmatic, 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, suboccipitobregmatic, submentobregmatic, submento, suboccipito. So basically, where is the occiput? Occiput is here, okay? So suboccipito, below that. Where is mentum? Mentum is here, the chin, submento. So two green things you have found. What are the two green things you found? Suboccipitobregmatic, submentobregmatic. Okay, what are these? 9.5 centimeter. Okay, there's one more 9.5 you have to learn. Which is that? That is the biparietal. Biparietal is also 9.5. It has been written here. See here. Biparietal is also 9.5. Biparietal is also 9.5. So which are the three 9.5s? So which are the three 9.5s? Suboccipitobregmatic is 9.5. Submentobregmatic is 9.5. So what will be the presentation? Let us understand that also. Okay. To understand the presentation, we have turned the baby's head, because baby is trying to come out like that. No, that's fine. Okay. Now, what are we trying to understand? Cephalic presentation. Okay, in cephalic presentation, let's understand. We want to understand bregma is here now. We have put it down. Bregma is here. Suboccipitobregmatic. Okay. Where do you see suboccipito? This is suboccipito. Is this bregma? Suboccipitobregmatic 9.5. We got one already. In cephalic presentation, if there is vertex with well flexed head. Okay, we got one. Then suboccipito, submentobregmatic, right? We found this. Okay, focus guys, focus. What did we find just now? Just now we found suboccipitobregma we found. Where will you get this? In cephalic presentation and vertex part, when the vertex is the presenting part. Okay, now let us go to this one, which is the other green one. Submentobregmatic, okay. Submentobregmatic. Where is submentobregmatic? You have to turn the baby's head like that. Submentobregmatic. Then what will come out? You have to see. Okay. So here you have this is the mentum. So here you have the submentobregmatic face presentation. 9.5. It already says here 9.5. No need to search only. There is a 9.5 here. See? Let's use some nice highlighting. 9.5 here and 9.5 here. So, two things you already learned. Those two green things, right? So, suboccipitobregmatic. Where is that? Here. Suboccipitobregmatic. It is from the nape of the neck to the center of the bregma. Suboccipitobregmatic extends from the nape of the neck to the center of the bregma. Then where is the other one? Submentobregmatic. Submentobregmatic extends from the junction of the floor of the mouth. From where is it? From the floor of the mouth, from the floor of the mouth, from the floor of the mouth to the center of the bregma. Okay. Super people, you have already learned three diameters. Okay, you have learned the three 9.5. Suboccipitobregmatic is the first thing that you have to tell in the world is suboccipitobregmatic, because it's the most common. Suboccipitobregmatic 9.5 is the most common. You will see it in cephalic presentation or vertex presenting part. So this is the first thing you will say. Then submentobregmatic, you will see face presentation. See, face is the presenting part, isn't it? In suboccipitobregmatic, what will be the presenting part? The vertex, right? This part. This is the diameter that's trying to come out. Now let's learn the red one, okay? Red one you see here, that is 14 centimeter, guys, 14. So that one, where is red here? See, submentovertical. See, this is, sorry, not submento, mentovertical. Mentovertical is 14. What do you think the presenting part will be? Think. Mentovertical, what will the presenting part be? Mentovertical, the presenting part will be the bro is it? Let's check here. Go to 14 centimeter. Where is 14 centimeter? Here. Bro presentation, very bad it is. 14 centimeter, how the hell will it come out if it's especially persistent, right? So, did you understand now? 14, bro presentation. Where will you see this? Mento vertical, the red one. Red one we will see in bro presentation. Very good. Red one we will see in bro presentation. Bro presentation. Okay. Which is 14? So, in the exam you have to draw the diagram and explain. Draw the fetal skull. Okay, first let us draw the fetal skull. We'll try to draw. Here is the fetal skull. I'm trying to draw its eyes and mouth and its chin and this one. So this is mento and this will become my submento. But I want mento. Mento vertical 14 centimeter. You will see in bro presentation. So basically, if the cephalic presentation is there, the presenting part, if it has to become bro. If it is bro, then the diameter that will try to come out is 14 centimeter. That's almost impossible if it doesn't turn around, right? So basically, this is these are three diameters you have learned. You have learned three diameters. The ones in green and ones in red you have learned. Now you have to learn everything in between. In between, how many are there now in this diagram? Only two are there. And very easily you can see the two are running from, both are from frontal. This is also they are calling as frontal. This point also they are calling as frontal. Very bad, no? Both the points they are calling as frontal. See? Suboccipitofrontal, occipitofrontal. Both are frontal, but the points are actually different. Can you see? This point and this point are not coinciding, okay? But this is occipito and suboccipito. That part I understand. So this is neither green nor red. So what will the values be? Somewhere between 9.5 and 14. That much you have understood. So now let us understand one by one. So occipito frontal. Occipito frontal we are saying is 11.5. Oh, that's quite huge. And suboccipito frontal 10. Okay, 10 and 11.5. Let us see in cephalic presentation where actually we came across this. See, 11.5 is there here. I can see 11.5. See here, 11.5. Can you see? So this is again cephalic presentation. Vertex is the presenting part, and this is a deflexed head. This guy is kind of straight, I feel. What do you say? So, 11.5 is what? 11.5 is what? Frontal, definitely we are sure of frontal. Frontal, occipito frontal. Okay. Occipito. It takes time, isn't it? Occipito frontal. In that, what is the thing they said? Occipito frontal. What did they say it is? Occipito frontal. It is deflexed head. Okay, occipito frontal 11.5. Okay guys, focus. Is it becoming too much? Okay, now we have understood almost all the 5 diameters that they have told in this diagram in the textbook. See, we have put a right perspective, right side image. Okay, so that is why you will see the flipped image in the textbook. Anyways, now you have learnt all these diameters. Okay, and we also told you one more thing. Biparietal is also 9.5. This much you have understood. Okay, biparietal. Biparietal diameter, guys, is the transverse diameter. It's not anterior posterior diameter. So I think that is something that we have to add here. What you are looking at here are the anterior posterior diameters of fetal skull. Okay, so from front to back, anterior posterior diameter of fetal skull. But biparietal diameter is a transverse diameter. Biparietal diameter is a transverse diameter. So basically understand that not only biparietal, there are so many other types of transverse diameters. We don't want to break our head, like bitemporal is there, bimastoid is there, superior subparietal, something and all is there. But here we will focus only on biparietal because biparietal is also 9.5. And in the transverse diameters, 9.5, this biparietal is the largest. All other diameters in transverse are less than 9.5. So we are more focused on the biparietal diameter. Okay. So in this video, you have learnt